right, hey guys, here we go with another math video. Today's I can statement is I can evaluate, new word, numerical expressions. And so instead of just using them to represent problems, now today we're actually going to solve them, which is what evaluate means, all right? So first thing we need to learn is PEMDAS. And some of you might have heard PEMDAS before, but 5th grade is really the year where you all really start to learn about order of operations. And that's all PEMDAS is it's the order in which you solve math problems, okay? So we have an acronym, and it is PEMDAS. So let's talk about what PEMDAS means. You know the first part of PEMDAS, which is P, and P stands for parentheses, okay? So that always comes first. That's step one when you're solving numerical expressions or math problems is you solve what's inside of the parentheses first. We've talked about that. So that's why P comes first in PEMDAS, all right? After you solve parentheses, then you can move directly to step two. And that is multiply and divide from left to right. So that's why you see the M and the D grouped together. No matter how you see them, even if division comes before the multiplication, when you're reading it from left to right, then you would divide first, because you multiply and divide from left to right. So it really doesn't matter which one there, okay? And then addition and subtraction, you would add and subtract from left to right. So that comes last. You always add and subtract last after you've finished any multiplication and division. Now, if there isn't any multiplication or division, then you can skip straight from parentheses to adding and subtracting. It just depends on what operations are in the problem. So you have to first analyze the problem. And we're going to do that with this problem right here, okay? So let's take a look at it first. The first thing you should notice is there's no parentheses at all, okay? There's none here. So you can kind of skip that step, all right? You're done with that. Now, let me do my little Vanna White twirl here. I feel like you all can see me better here. You're going to multiply and divide from left to right. Now, I don't see any division, but I see two multiplication signs, okay? So you've got to solve both of them first before you add, okay? So we're going to solve this part, 3 times 4, because it comes first, left to right. 3 times 4, you all know is 12. And then what I like to do so that I know that I don't get confused and I know I've used that part is I mark it out. So that's gone. Okay, now we're just looking at what's left. I also have 3 times 2 over here that I need to do because it's multiplying. So 3 times 2 is 6. I'm going to mark that part out. Notice how I brought it straight underneath where it's at in the numerical expression. And then the only thing I have left is an addition sign, which means I'm going to just add these two numbers together. And 12 plus 6 is just 18. So I've evaluated that numerical expression and I am done because I've completed all parts of it, okay? All right, let's look at another one. That one was pretty easy because it didn't have any parentheses. Not that parentheses are hard or anything, but let's look at one with parentheses. Shall we? If I can find one. Let's do this one. 4 plus 49, okay? We're going to put that inside of parentheses, okay? Minus 4 times 10. All right, so the first thing you should notice that should jump out at you is that there is parentheses, right, this time. There wasn't last time, there is this time. So they are screaming the do me first, all right? My class and I have talked about that the parentheses, they tell you to do them first. So 4 plus 49 is 53, and then we're going to mark that out. So we're done with step 1. Solve parentheses first. Let's move to step 2. Multiply and divide from left to right. Now what you have to do, there is kind of a hidden step here. You want to copy down the rest of your expression right underneath where you were, what was left. So minus 4 times 10. That's what we have left is 53 minus 4 times 10. So now we're going to multiply the 4 times 10. And 4 times 10 we know is 40. Okay, we're going to mark it out. And now we just have the 53 and the minus sign. So we did our parentheses. There was no division, but there was multiplication. We did that part. Now we're going to subtract because there's no addition. And 53 minus 40 equals 13, right? Now what's left? When you find the difference between 53 and 40, you've got 13 left. And that is completely solved now because you've used those two parts. times. Not too bad? All right, let's do one more before we hop off the video, just so that you can see several different kinds. And let's do one like this. 5 plus 17 minus 100 divided by 5. All right? All right, so on this one, you have an addition sign, you have a subtraction sign, and you have a division sign, but there is no parentheses. So again, we can skip step 1 on this one. Skip the P and PEMDAS. Let's move to the M and the D. There is no multiplication, but there is division. So we have to do that first. So it's 100 divided by 5. If you have 100 and you divide it into 5 groups, you get 20, because 20 times 5 is 100. And you're going to mark that out. We're done with that. And then we're going to copy, remember, the rest of it down. So 5 plus 17 minus 20. Now, you've got addition and you've got subtraction. Remember, we said it doesn't matter. It's just how it is read from left to right. And in this case, it reads perfectly. There's an addition sign first. So 5 plus 17 is 22. We did that. And 22 minus 20, that's easy. It's just 2. So this numerical expression, when we evaluate it, equals 2. All right? All right. Go out and practice evaluating numerical expressions and use these order of operations that you know